Oh, almost a nice pickup throw. Pick up, pick off throw. Hang on. Do, 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 do. Hey, hey, hey. It's Fat Albert, and I'm going to sing a song for you. And Dean is going to tell you what to do. I'm going to sing it all day long. All right, I'm done. I can't get copyright on that. Happy Memorial Day. What are you doing? Look at the wind coming in the house. I'm waiting for my memorabilia to start flying off the shelves. But I tell you what, it feels so good. All right, all right. I got slapped with the copyright strike yesterday, of course, with Guy Lombardo. I mean, I know, but I'm not going to take it down. I'm just going to leave it up. I don't care. Right here, YouTube, with the strikes. So they can't strike me on Fat Albert song. I'll tell you that much. Okay, all right. Let me get into it. Say hello. Mo saying hello to everybody. Maureen Freck. How are you, love? Cheech Rhino's in the building. William Brooklyn. What is that? I'm afraid to ask. Okay. What are you doing, William Brooklyn? My man. Salute. Claudio John Perry. Goomba. Preach. Okay. Go, Dindo. Big Bones, my man. Big Bones, you didn't like the Baby Shark video? Baby Shark. That's my new song. I was going to play it for the opening today. I says I'll probably get a copyright strike on that too. Big Bones, you know how many times I heard Baby Shark yesterday? Maureen, look at the shirt they got me. Papa Shark. If Romper Room hasn't began over here. So I listened to the song 100 times yesterday. And they got the game. It's the same thing. I was calling it Hungry Hippos. Do you guys remember Hungry Hippos? Hungry hippo, hungry hippo, hungry. There he is. And there he is today. It's about time. What? Oh, it's about time you came downstairs and seen what's going on. What are you doing? He said, Papa, it's about time you start that show. It's about time you start that show. Oh, I know. And hurry up, Papa. That barky. Oh. Okay, you want me some Baby Shark too? No more Baby Shark, I know. Well, you want a pig ear? Okay. Papa, give him a pig ear today. Oh, I got him pig ears. Oh, that was veiny. Okay. So what's so good? What's so good? So good, these kids. They're looking for me. I put my phone on silent, Big Bones. They're looking for me. The 4-year-old, the boy, he's all over Dean, my little nephew. My little niece, who's 2.5. At first, she loved me. Then she got into that freak out, get this creeper away from me type thing. Every time she see me. Well, guess what? This year, about a month, 2 months, that all left. And she's on the other leg now. And now I really can't walk. I had so much fun with it. They wore me out yesterday. I don't even remember what I did. I guess that's a good thing when you're getting older. All right, all right. Minky, take it easy over there. Take it easy. Oh, screaming and trying to scratch something he can't reach. Oh, Big Bones, hang on. So Big Bones, that was that with Baby Shark. I figured I'd make a video for everybody. Where is he? What am I gonna do? Get used to it. Man, that far behind? Oh my God. You know what? Hang on. James Simpson, I just caught you. Hang on. I feel like Edwin. Hang on. M. Powell heard hippos, grabbed his slippers, and came running. Hungry, hungry hippos. And you get the marbles. And then they were like, no, that's a different game. And then I guess we did have a fishing game at one time, but I don't remember what the name of it was. Andre Fertali's in the building. What are you doing, Goomba? I hope everything's good over there. There it is. There it is. Hang on, hang on. Okay. I got you now. Thank you, Claudio. My new shirt, my Papa Shark shirt. I got some. Check out this one. I forgot. I was so mad when they got it for me. I said it's on the back. Who the hell's going to see it on the back? So my wife goes, it's just as good as being on the front. Okay. But they got the shirt. The shirt, the front of it's plain. But in the back, I'll tell you what, I'm watching the Mets and the San Francisco Giants game. What a catch. What a foul ball catch. I don't even know if this is the real game or if it's a taped game right now. Anybody know if the Mets are playing live right now? I forgot it was Monday. I'm looking for the Sunday lineup. I've been called a lot of names in this lifetime. But Papa, hang on. But Papa's my favorite. Baba. I got to get the Baba in there. I love the Papa too, but the Baba, look at the baby's hand in my hand. I love the baby Enzo's hands and feet. They're so long. I told him, don't give me nothing without Papa on it. Look at the babies at the game. The babies at the baseball game. I can't wait. Okay. Yeah, so those kids drove me nuts yesterday. Okay, Mets not till 4. Okay, this is an encore game. That's what it says. Gianni, same thing. Gianni said same thing. Hang on, let me catch up. The train wreck. This is a train wreck. There it is. GG. The Wine Guild. What are you doing? ALB. Bella Mia, my princess. I'll always call you that. Bella Mia, my Shih Tzu princess. How are you, love? Hope you're having a great day. Fluffy. I got a bone to pick with you. Who's pitching? Look at that. Wow. Are they postponed? Thanks, M. Powell. I didn't look at nothing today. I didn't look at nothing. Okay. What just happened? No, there was a good hit on the TV. I know Andre Fertali likes the Mets. Let's go Mets, my team. I know, I just read that. Hungry Hippos, a famous game of the 80s. James Simpson knows what I'm talking about. James, remember Hungry Hippo? I got to find the commercial now. Well, it's like the same thing. And then we used to have a fish game. I can't remember the fish game. It's not that they believed me. All the older people believed me. Well, everybody remembered Hungry Hippos. And there he is. And there's my man, Stephen Moreno. Stephen, you want to come on Dean News and explain what Memorial Day is? I know. I was listening. I know. I'd love for Stephen to come up here and explain what Memorial Day means right now. Okay. Damn, this is a good game. Cheech Rhino says the Philly. Cheech, did you see this? Cheech? The crew hooked me up. Cheech, it's the Rogue hat. Look at 2 guns. It's the Rogue Phillies hat. I love this hat. For my podcasts. What are you doing, love? It's postponed. Bad thunderstorms. Okay, well, you know what? That's what I thought all around New York and everything here. It cleared up a little bit here, and that was it. Yes, Bella, Yankees are doing great. Yes, the family fishing game. Let's go fishing? Yes, pal. The game Buckaroo. Yes, I do. You gotta wait a minute. Okay. Oh, we'll have to check it out. You got one on now, Cheech? I love them. Y'all know I love hats. Are you kidding me? Hats are my number one thing. You need the steady hand. You cannot hit the buzzer. Bzz. Operation. Oh, operation. Who has the steady hand? The surgeon. The surgeon's hand. You had to be steady, or else you buzzed the signs of the progress. Operation. Easy. You weren't feeling good earlier. And I don't want to give you too much. Because Papa's cooking like crazy. You're going to want to eat later. I'm roasting onions and garlic right now. The whole house smells like Sicily right now. Are you laying down? You're such a good boy. I love you. Yep, Operation. I loved Operation. My aunt would always get so mad at me, though, because I'd always win. And then I'd make her jump when she was doing it. You always had the tricks of the trade. She used to throw away all her toys because I beat her at them. And she used to get so mad at me. Dean, I'm throwing away the games. And then my grandmother would, Dean, to stop busting her oranges. Crack. Make her win. Crack. You guys remember the cake in the face? It was three hands, and you'd fill them with whipped cream, shaving cream, and then there was a timer, and then you'd hit the button for the timer to go off. You'd put your face on the chin thing, and you'd have about what 15, 30 seconds, and it would go around. And if it would stop, it would slap you right in the face with the shaving cream or whipped cream. You guys remember that game? I can't remember the exact name of it. It was a 70s game. It was like the first original mechanical toy. Bonk. I could never get past that game. I always got slapped in the face. Terrible. Terrible. R.I.P. Bill Walton. I was just Gianni. I could start a sentence. Sometimes Gianni could finish them in this chat. And it's the other way around. You scare me sometimes, Gianni. R.I.P. Bill Walton. I had the pleasure, the honor. I met Bill Walton when I was a kid. He scared me because he was always burly and girly. Not girly, but Bill Walton was one of the best rebounders in basketball. All that. The man with the beard. Huh? He was a good guy, Bill Walton, man. What a shame. 71. Same age as my father was 70. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. One day you're here, next day you're done. It's just unbelievable. Claudio, he had the worst knees for a big guy. Well, it does. I mean, all big guy basketball players, the big men have bad knees, man. Especially when you're running like that and jumping. His knees were terrible. I remember he used to wear the double knee braces, Bill Walton. He was like Willis for the Knicks. Don't burn yourself up there. The Mets win it. I watched the tape game today. That was a great game. You know, the sun was out. Look at the sun was shining. It was beautiful. That's why I got into the game today. All right. Springfield. Hang on. Let me get to this chat. Oh, they're going nuts. What's going on with the New York hockey teams right now? That's how far behind I am. I don't even know if the Rangers are still bopping. That's how far behind I am. He was at the Basketball Hall of Fame here in town. Really, Gianni? That's some good shit there, G. Yep, like I said, I had the pleasure and honor of when he used to come to Buffalo. I had the best seats when I was a kid. My dad, I'd always look for Bill Walton. Yes. Thank you, Cheech. That's what I love when you guys participate and remind me. Huge Grateful Dead fan. Huge. Yup. Big time. Right there, Cheech. He won a series too. Big Bill. He won an NBA championship. That Portland Trailblazer team was outstanding. One of my favorite coaches, Dr. Ramsey, coached the Buffalo Braves. Craig Ramsey. Not Craig. Bill Ramsey. Somebody help me. Where's Steve Morinello? Oh, I forgot. Wait. He was a doctor. And then he went out of Buffalo, and then he won a championship with Portland. Weirs, yeah. Hawkeye, yup. Rangers up 2-1. M-Pow delivering the goods today. Thank you, M-Pow. I hope the Rangers do it. I'm pulling for the Rangers. And they got a good team. I like their team. Oh, I didn't have time. I used MRE's thumbnail of Edwin. I love that thumbnail. It came over my feed. Someone made like 4 beautiful pictures. I seen this one with Edwin. I thought it was great for Memorial Day. Great for Where is he today? Look at this. Why? You know why you're a wise guy today, huh? Green eggs and ham, Sam. Dr. Seuss. I love Dr. Seuss. Big Bones, I'll be reading like crazy. That's okay. I love reading. It just so happens I love reading. So that's even better. Yeah, Cheech. Oh, Cheech. He was like that big, tall guy. Yup. UCLA Bruins. Yep, that was his team. He was a good announcer, too. Bill Walton. Yes, he was. Yes. Exactly, Stevie. Look at Todd Father. Where is he right now? Where is he? I'm busy. Get the Fangu in the name of Fangu. Where is the Odd Father today? Where is he? He's having fun. Did you see that friggin' fishing video? How relaxing was that? And then he was at the game. He's a busy beaver over there, the Todd Father. I love it. That's all we do. That's all we do. Kids and family over here. And work. Well, we got some minor league baseball on, huh? Oh, I forgot the Monday. There's nothing on. I think we even had a rain out here today, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my God, the Rifleman's on. I love the Rifleman. I never watch TV. Oh, look at these talk shows. Look at this. Wait, what was this? The Jennifer Hudson Show. Look at this. The Jennifer Hudson Show. I wouldn't even tune in and see what they're saying. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Daytime Buffalo? Nah. The People's Court? Yeah. The Hot Bench? Yeah, okay. Maury? Yeah, okay. Oh, this stinks. I'm going right to the Rifleman. There we go. Rifleman. Oh, there he's laughing. I used your picture. Look at him. I was just talking about you. Fratello, where are you? Fratello, what are you doing? You want to come up? I used one of your pictures, the one with Edwin praying for my thumbnail, if you don't mind. I didn't have a chance to ask you, drop you a line, but it's the one with the Virgin Mary with the crossed hands. So I used it for my thumbnail. What are you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in today. I caught your show and it was good. I like what you said about 9/11, how they should be honored on Memorial Day and all that. You're absolutely right there. It's not honored enough, 9/11 heroes. Damn straight. Damn straight. Use anything. Yeah, back at you, Fratello. Back at you. You know it. You already know it. Thank you. Roadhog, what's going down? Oh yeah, I seen that. I seen that up and go. Come on, get up here, my man. Bam. Oh boy, look out, Claudio Perry. If we start singing, you're done. Here it comes, the duet you are waiting for, Claudio Perry. My man.
What's up? I want to say congratulations. I didn't get to talk to you voice to voice, but congratulations on the beautiful grandbaby, man.
Thank you. Thank you, Fratello. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. That means a lot. Thank
You know,
you.
I was laughing when you said the rifleman. Right now, I just got off the phone with my mother. Right, my mother's watching the same thing. When you said that, I laughed to myself. I says, my mother loves the rifleman. I grew up watching him too. The
Yeah,
rifleman.
go ahead.
Yeah, I can hear him in the background. She's
Yeah, I
watching.
got it on for you guys real fast. I love it. That's one of my favorite. Go ahead.
Yeah, I like Mock, the kid
Yes.
Mock. Yep, yep. Yeah, the rifleman never had the guns. He just had his rifle. He was the rifleman. No pistols, nothing.
Nothing. Everything he did was with that rifle. Exactly.
Were you into
Nope.
Bonanza too? Gunsmoke and High Chaparral, Wagon Train, all that stuff too?
Yep. All of it. All of it.
Yeah,
The
me
other
too.
one, I forgot the other one too. What's the other one with the $6 million man?
Oh yeah, yeah, Big Valley. Big
Big
Valley with
Valley. Thank
Barbara
you. Thank you.
Stanwyck. Yep.
Yes.
I grew up watching that right next to my mother.
Yep. Me
Love
too.
that stuff.
Yep. Yep. Me too. You had a good stream earlier. I was listening. You were right about honoring 9/11.
Yeah, those poor guys,
Yep.
those first responders. Oh my God.
I mean, people don't realize that was probably the second half of that battle, the cleanup on what it did to the workers,
Oh man, sad.
laborers. It was terrible what that did to the workers, the
Yeah, I
working
remember
men.
seeing about around 2005. I remember seeing the first. I think it was the first time I seen the firemen and first responders on the news, and they were talking about how they were throwing up mud,
Yeah,
like literally mud, and they were in so much pain. It was so heartbreaking. These men were riddled with cancer, and they were young men too, with children, and all because they had a good heart. A lot of these guys weren't even firemen; they were just regular people going to help. Yeah, God bless them all, and it's very heartbreaking for all of them.
yes, yes. I mean, people don't understand, like in an emergency and something like that, and I'd be the number one culprit. I would have been the first one in.
Yeah, I
You're
would have
not,
helped too.
yeah, you're not thinking of that bullshit, like what's in the air,
No,
what's happening. That's the furthest thing from your head. I mean, as a guy like Dindu, I'm not even thinking about that. I'm thinking about saving somebody, saving lives. Look what just happened. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
yeah,
But
most people are going to think the same way. Most anybody with a heart is going to be
yeah,
like, all right, let's human life to say, let's help people. And no one knew all that stuff in the air. And like you said, people were their minds were on, let's help somebody who's stuck under this rubble.
yeah, worried about that. Those guys and gals didn't even make it out of the building, some of them.
Yeah, jumping
Yeah,
out of
they
the
paid the
building.
final consequences. They didn't have to worry about that. But everybody that survived and helped, and they were hit hard. I mean,
You
families,
remember
everything.
how patriotic the country was right after that?
Yo, yeah,
Flags everywhere,
I was
every
gonna go
car.
there next. Yup, you were right. The best part, you had me on the floor. You and your buddy Dave were sitting on the porch. You had two beers and a flag,
Yeah,
screaming.
yeah. It was my cousin Joe, my friend Joey. He was out. We were actually at Dunkin' Donuts. Like it was our hangout over there, and he was literally drunk, screaming with two flags. Bomb said Osama, and he was screaming it, and the people were beeping their horns, and it was they were passing out flags for free on the side on the corners. Like there was
Yeah,
guys that had hundreds of flags, free flags,
right.
put on the
Right.
windows of your cars, everything.
it's so funny because I mean, I was on the floor when you were saying it because I could relate to that because I got a sick fuck crew over here. I had two guys doing the same exact thing. No matter where they went, Samari, no matter what they spewed, it was that. Mother, God damn it. Can you guys calm down? I mean, the public. You know what? They were those type of guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
MRE,
that's what my buddies was, all hammered, screaming it. And
yeah.
he was getting, he felt good because the cars were giving him positive feedback. They're beeping the horn and giving him thumbs up. So his face was so red and he had no voice after it was over. Like, he had no voice.
When you got the buzz going on and people are engaging in your stuff, you're going to go crazy,
Yeah, he was loving it. But he was also everybody was patriotic after that. Yeah, it was. And they should be remembered like the first responders also.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you there. Absolutely.
Even, a lot of dogs died too, believe it or not, from inhaling all that stuff and shit. Like, I remember watching one police guy with his police dog. He said his dog died a year after it. Like, he got sick and died.
Sure. I mean, they're the first ones that are going to get it firsthand, the poor ducks.
Yeah, they're sniffing everything, trying to find people under that rubble. It's not, especially when they first fell. Remember all that smoke? I was watching on TV, and I'm not even from New York, but I was watching on TV, and when that smoke went, like, I was just like, oh my God, look at that dust. And I was thinking at the time, people must be breathing that in. Like, oh my God, the people's faces were white with all that powder, all that dust on them. Those are some horrific sights.
Now you got to remember the two worst things in a catastrophe. The two worst things: smoke and dust.
Yeah.
Two things that'll kill you the fastest and destroy you right there. They didn't even have a chance to mask up or not. They came out, everything they were covered in went into their lungs to breathe.
Yeah. And it was like soot on their face, like an inch thick. So just imagine.
Yes.
Well, and that's what those guys were puking up, those firemen, mud. He said he was like literally it was like puking up mud. He goes, even talking about it, I'm starting to feel sick. You know what I mean? Just it was about 2004, maybe. I forget when it was, around there. And they had about 6 firemen, a couple of cops, and a couple of the first responders who weren't fire people. They had all them and their families sitting there, and they were talking about the sicknesses and stuff. What's up, Joe?
Joe D. Yeah, right. No, I mean, that kind of dust and smoke hits you immediately with the toxins and the fibers that are burning in that stuff.
Yeah, one of the guys said he could still taste it. He's like, I can still taste the way that, and possibly that was glass too. Like, look how much glass was in that building.
Well, you got to remember, cancer, lung cancer, mesothelioma, when the person is dying, you are experiencing breathing in glass. It feels like you're breathing glass fibers and particles in. So just imagine these people that got that firsthand and then had to go through all that, the effects of it, what do I want to say? The effects of the cancer.
Yeah, it's brutal. That must be
terrible.
Yeah, I know people just had regular cancer and stuff. My uncle had cancer, and he beat it though. He did beat it. We used to go and we used to sit through a 45-minute bag of what do they call that? The chemo, a 45-minute bag of chemo. They would put it in his arm, and we would have the big chairs in there and sit down, watch Sports Center. So they put a 45-minute bag and then another 30-minute bag. So we'd have to stay there we're probably there about 2 hours, once a week. And when he'd come home, he'd be very sick over it. But he did beat that. But I can just imagine these poor bastards who went inhaling all that stuff and much of it. Just especially these guys were in their 30s, young fathers. It was real sad.
Oh, yeah. And imagine what was brought home.
Yeah, that too.
First thing we learn on construction in that field, clean up, never bring it in your car, never try to bring your clothes in. But imagine these poor people that didn't know any better. After something like that, the first thing they want to do is just go right home.
Yeah. What the day that it happened, what were you doing when you found out that the buildings were hit?
I'll tell you what, I remember that morning, Amari, like a charm. It started out, I didn't have to work that day. So I was up at 5, 6 in the morning. So I had went for my coffee, came back home. They were getting ready for school. This one was getting ready for school, my daughter, my wife for work. And I was just hanging out here, doing my thing. And then all of a sudden, we only had TV back then.
Yeah.
I had on channel 2, the news. It was starting to flash. They showed the first burning tower. As a matter of fact, right before that, I was going for my second coffee at about 8:30. That's when I came home and everybody had left and I turned on the news. That's when I had seen it. So immediately I just stayed in front of that TV. I experienced that second plane coming into the second building and everything.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
At first, when I seen it, I'm thinking, is this like a pilot who got drunk or maybe had a heart attack, God forbid, at the wheel? And I was on the phone with my cousin, the same guy that was screaming. I woke up in the morning, I turned it on. There was one building. Then I seen the other one hit too.
Yep. I mean, the first building, I'm like, what kind of amateur cocksucker got in a plane today and went into the trade? Are they kidding me? And then you're watching it, and you're like, I'm like, oh, no. What the fuck? Did you just see what fucking happened? I went nuts. I said, this is crazy. That's when you knew
There was
we were
terrorist
under attack.
Yeah, because at first I thought too, maybe a pilot, like I said, died, drunk. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because a plane almost hit it in 91. When I was watching it, they were talking about like an accident almost happened in like the 90s where a pilot almost hit it on accident or something like that. So I was like, oh, man, could it be something like that? And then it's like, nope, you see the other one coming. It's like, no, we're under attack. For sure.
Right. I knew it. Right after that second plane, I said, this is bad. This is going to be bad. And Big Bones, I just got done with the job. If I say put on a mask one more time, I'm done, Big Bones. These people I'm around 40 years, guys, I'm petrified. I still wear my mask. I still put it on. One fiber, one chemical could spark something in you, especially at this age. Over 40.
Construction's no joke. When you're dealing with that, you got to wear protective masks.
And these kids nowadays, it ain't gonna affect me 20 years down the line. Yeah, but you're only gonna be 40 years old, asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
45 years old. Are you kidding? Are you listening to yourself talk right now?
Yeah. When I was 20, like I didn't think, I thought 40 was so many, like, yeah, that's a century away. Like, no, man, it comes quick.
No, and listen, I just can't believe they can't wrap their head around dying. Like, if somebody told me, Dean, not for nothing. See, when I came in, we didn't know about safety and the hazards. We didn't know about that yet. So when it was brought to our attention, okay. All right. I'll call you in a minute. Yeah, it wasn't brought up to our attention. It was terrible.
Think how many construction workers suffered and caught so many things back then, and guys died from all of that stuff because you didn't know,
Yeah. I mean, some of them should start visiting. Like, I belong to a union, so I'm involved in a ton of things. And we go visit our retirees. We have parties for them. And Dindu was, I was visiting a lot of my friends at the end that retired, guys that didn't make it a year, guys that, I went through the mesothelioma with one of my good friends, and I'll never forget him telling me, Dindu, I'm dying of breathing glass and get away from this racket. Stop, retire, find something else to do. And that was like a sucker punch that I'll never forget. I'm like, wow. I remember every day with this guy.
Well, these young guys should listen to the older guys, like I get it. You're young, you feel invincible, but come on, listen to your elders,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't get it. What are you going to do? They're sanding walls. They're sweeping the dust is just this. The worst thing in the world is drywall dust for you. These people have no clue what the effects of drywall dust. I mean, dust from
My uncle
floors.
used to my uncle used to work in a factory. I don't know what kind of factory it was, but he caught cancer because of where he worked in chemicals. It was just a I don't know what they did, but it was a factory. I don't know if they painted or what they did in the factory, but he caught cancer and he suffered. Like my uncle, my mother's brother, he suffered. He was a big, strong Irish guy, and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
whittled down to he was the size of an old lady. Like he was skin and bones. He suffered. He went through a very painful, and that was all because of and he did sue. I believe they sued and got some money, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
He still died. Yeah, he didn't. Back then they didn't put mask on. I don't know what he did. I don't know if it was jewelry or paint. I don't know what it was, but those chemicals killed him years
Right.
later.
I'm going through it now with my brother-in-law. He was a bridge painter, and he's got full-blown mesothelioma as we talk.
Jesus.
And I'm just watching this. I talked about it a couple times on my show. I'm not going to get into it, but I'm watching it take place full effect right now, right in front of me. And it's like, if these people, oh my God, I can't even talk about it, stress it enough. You just watch a person deteriorate. It's horrid.
Now, do they have rules now, like in the union, where they like it's mandatory for these young guys to wear? Or they just don't listen.
They don't listen, MRE, when they're on their own and they don't listen, man.
Oh, so they'll put it on when the boss comes or the foreman, maybe, but then they take it off.
Like if I walk into the room, MRE, oh, the steward's coming. Get your mask. The steward's coming.
Gotcha.
I'm like, yo, don't talk. I mean, no, you got to put me like that. Go ahead. Don't wear your mask then.
Yeah, it's like I'm only trying to look out for your future and school you guys and help you.
That's it. I'm trying to, you know what? When I retire and if I live long enough or if I get sick and need it, I need working hours from you guys to stay healthy. Just like the guys before me needed me to keep the union and our working hours going for the retirees. If we don't teach this, we don't keep our guys healthy or this, and nobody's going to want to work anyways anymore. I mean, so.
Yeah, good point.
You put a couple more fear factors in these people, they're all going to run away from it. It's crazy. It's just crazy the way some of the guys and gals think.
Johnny makes a good point. He says they're playing for the short game. They don't realize they might want to live longer.
Yeah, exactly. You're young, dumb, and full. I know, but I was the same way yesterday. Yesterday, I was the same way, but you guys got to realize it. I mean, it's on the news. We have computers, internet now. They're preaching about it everywhere.
Yeah, there's information out there that's warning you about, like, at least be smart and take heed. That should have come. And I get it. It might be hot in there. They might be sweaty or they don't want to wear a mask, but it's for your own good, though.
It's for your own good, Goomba. Yes. I mean, I'm going to be 60. I look. She yells at me. I can't gain weight. I can't, I've been thinking this last year. It makes you think sometimes, wow, is there something going on that I can't gain weight? Is there something in my metabolism that's, you know what I mean? You start thinking all kinds of fucked up shit.
Yeah, for sure. But some people's metabolism is different,
No, I know. But
it just makes you think, though.
It does. It makes a guy like me think, because after what I just said, MRE, you don't know.
Working all them years there, even with a mask, you're still going to be a little nervous. Up, Montauk.
Yep, Montauk. How are you, Goomba?
That's where Ron Kovic was from, born on the 4th of July. He was from Montauk.
Yes.
No, wait, no, I'm sorry, Massapequa.
Massapequa, yes.
Massapequa. The Ron Kovic, born on the 4th of July. I always get it mixed up with Montauk for some reason. Massapequa.
I love that movie. That's a great movie.
Yeah, it was. One of my favorite parts was the beginning of the movie, like how it showed like them in high school and what a nice place it was to live up there and what a nice little place Long Island was, and the dance when he runs to the when he
Oh,
runs to the dance all wet and shit and kisses
yeah,
the girl. If I felt bad when he came home and he was crippled and stuff like that.
I
That
know.
was sad.
I know. The one scene in there where he was in the car at the parade, MRE, and the firecrackers were going off.
Yes, yeah,
Huh? And he was shell shocked, MRE, you know?
yeah, all that. Yeah,
Wow.
that was yeah. It was first parade back. I believe it was 4th of July. Yep,
Yup.
the 4th of July parade and all that fires going off. Yeah, he looked uncomfortable, like he had some PTSD, like you said, shell shock, whatever.
Yup.
What do
Yup.
they call it now? PTSD is the same as shell shock. I don't know.
Yes, my dad used to use the word shell shock. That's why I
Yeah,
still use it, but it's PTSD now. Exactly.
yeah.
Yep.
The older guys that I knew who were in World War II used to, because you got to think a lot of my older uncles were World War II guys. Sylvester,
Right.
like Rudolph, was a World War II veteran, even though he didn't get the 21 gun salute because he was thrown in the brig for like fighting or stealing in the army.
Yeah,
But
right, right.
he did fight in the Battle of the Bulge and all that stuff, and he was a World War II vet. But like I said, he didn't get the 21 gun salute. My grandfather got that. My
Right.
my father's twin brother was in Korea. My father got thrown in the brig too during Korea, so he didn't get a 21 gun salute or nothing or a flag.
Right. I know. The only one that got one was my Uncle Freddie, I think. And my Uncle
Nice.
Ronnie.
What war?
Korean and Vietnam.
All right, Korea and yeah, it was a tough. My friend's father was a tunnel rat. We
Oh,
used to
yeah.
go in the tunnels. He was a short guy, and you go in there with a 45 and a flashlight.
Yes, yes. Yes.
That's a scary job. That's probably one of the I don't know what's another scare. That's probably the scariest job in Vietnam. I'm guessing.
The tunnel. You know what came out of the MRE? What came out of the tunnel rats? I have one. I think I showed it to you one time. The trench knife.
Oh, the trench knife. Yeah.
You remember?
That was awesome. You still got that, huh?
Yes, I do. It's still on my shelf.
That's
Yes.
beauty. Those trench knives we had the brass knuckles and the blade on it.
Yes.
Yeah, and it
Yes.
had the skull crusher too.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I got the skull crusher on mine.
Yeah, that's actually a World War I trench knife, but it was used in Vietnam also in the tunnels. Like those guys would always have a knife on them, a gun,
Yup.
and a flashlight.
Yup.
Always.
Yup. That way they could crawl. They crawled easier
Yes.
with that.
Yes, and sometimes the knife was to their leg, strapped on their ankle.
Yes.
Sometimes
Yup.
it all
Yup.
depends on the guy. But yeah, those trench knives were real big in World War One. Hugely coveted, and people loved those knives because, like I said, they had the skull crusher, the knuckles, and the blade on it. It was perfect for trench warfare, close combat.
Yup. Yup. MRE. I had, what was it? World War II or maybe Vietnam. It was brass. The knuckles were brass. And it was a, two-sider.
Yeah.
And at the bottom, there was a bolt. You take the screw off, take the knife out.
Oh, all right.
It was such a different one. I don't know why I ever got rid of that thing, but it was beautiful. Beautiful.
So you could actually take it apart. Also,
you could take it apart. They could clean it. That's what it was for cleaning and everything like that. And more, if you didn't want the knife on there, you just had the knuckles on there.
Yeah, and the screw thing was the skull crusher, correct?
Correct.
Yeah,
they just left, they just had it at the end.
Yes. Yeah, I've seen a couple of models like that, but I've never had one personally. I've had some real cool WW2 Hitler Youth knives, Marine knives. I had a Japanese bayonet. I had a Russian bayonet. I had so many nice World War II collectibles. I ended up getting rid of them all and stuff, but I had some real cool stuff.
Yep, my best friend, the one that passed away, he's in my community section, Donnie. He was an antique guy too. Collectibles, war stuff, forget about it. So you had to see the German boot knife.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
MRE with the velvet and the jewel on top. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know the oh yes, the officer knives, and then there was the regular
Yes.
one, but that one was the highly detailed officer boot knives. Those were nice.
Yes, it had it was like the what a silk inside where you put the knife and everything. It was beautiful. And
Yeah, they made some
that
great
went
ones.
with the trench knife. You know what? The things I got rid of, I should have never got rid of.
Yeah, me too. There's a lot of trades and things I sold. Maybe I should have kept, but then I think, I
I
needed the
know.
money or whatever.
Right.
I had some cool World War II collectibles. I used to sell all kinds of stuff. I had coats, jackets, ribbons,
Yeah.
pins, helmets, all kind of flags, all kinds of things.
If I would have only saved my uncle's Vietnam field helmet,
Oh well, I have a Nam helmet.
yeah, MRE, what we did to this helmet, I think the whole neighborhood wore it. You know what I mean? We used it for a bowl of cereal. Are you kidding me? That helmet would have went through.
Well, listen, I was glad. It's funny you say that because they used to cook out of their helmets.
Yeah.
Yeah, like people
Yes.
don't realize that the helmet served many purposes. You can also dig with a helmet. Also, you could cook in the. There's a lot of things they've used their helmets for.
I'll never forget my aunt's face when my uncle said he used to eat out of that helmet.
Yeah.
Hindu, don't you dare put anything in that thing. How she yelled at us, I'll kill you all. Oh.
She probably thought you were going to go cook up some soup and try to do the same
She was
thing.
waiting for the smoke, Amari, with the macaroni in there. Yeah.
But yeah, they used to use them as pots, use them as pots and stuff.
You're right.
A lot of I had a nice General Patton picture that was a legitimate picture from World War II that somebody took. I got it in a trade. I ended up trading it and stuff. I wish I kept that because I'm a huge General Patton fan.
Right. What is it, Hiroshima? I got a beautiful Hiroshima raising the flag picture, an original.
Oh, nice. When they were raising the flag. Yeah.
When they were raising the flag. I got to get this picture out of my my plastic.
Yeah, you got to post some of them on your community tab. Some of those.
I know. I never do my war stuff. I never do it. I got some nice Vietnam pictures.
Yeah, you should post them to your community tab, man. I try to post some old pictures and stuff like that.
Right.
At times. Now would you find the picture? The picture of what Uncle Edwin praying, the Blessed Mother?
Yes.
With his name on it. Yeah, I didn't make that. Little Miss Jasmine made it. Some English lady, cool person who makes like designs for people and their different thumbnails for people. And she made me a couple, and she made one for Edwin too. And I tagged him in it.
Yeah, I've seen them all. I've seen them. They're beautiful, those pictures.
Yeah, they always make some cool ones with some dogs and military stuff, stuff like that. It was pretty neat.
Right. I love the ones with the dogs too. Are you kidding me? Those are
nice. We gotta have a couple of Vito made.
I know.
I hear him barking over there.
Yeah, he's gonna relax here with me today, so he needs a timeout.
Yeah, I took Rocco out earlier, and when I go to work, he's not coming with me today, so I took him out for his run and his walk so he could be nice and tired, so he's not all uppity. Anytime I leave, I always make sure, if he's going to be home alone for a while, I make sure he's wiped out.
Right. Yep, me too. With him.
Yeah, total energy drain, so he can't get into no mischief or nothing like that.
Exactly. I got up for a second. I heard, you started. What, did he have something in his mouth?
Yeah. He was ready to eat a pigeon, a dead pigeon.
What the fuck?
A finch, a little finch or some little bird. He'll eat anything off the ground. So I have to scream at people like, why are you yelling at your dog? I'm like, listen, it scares him where he drops it out of his mouth.
Right.
Like when he was a puppy, there was one time where he picked up a piece of glass, and I'm talking a big piece, like the bottom of a beer bottle gets broken. There's a little bottom. This was fish. He picked it up and got it in his mouth. I had to actually give him a little kick in the face to get it out of his mouth because his next motion was going to be to swallow it. And a lady was driving by me, and she goes, "Don't you kick him?" And I'm like, "Lady, I'm not kicking him. I'm kicking the glass out of his mouth." Because if he swallows it, he's dead. Now, by me kicking him, could it cut his mouth? Yeah, but I'd rather have him a little cut on his mouth than him swallowing the glass and dying.
Yes. I would have said, yo, bitch, mind your own business. It's my dog.
Yeah, she just drove by and yelled it and kept going, but I don't think she knew about. She just thought I was kicking him, but it's no. Out of panicking, being scared, I see him the one motion, put it in his mouth, and I know the next second it's going down his throat. So I just gave him a little kick, a little side kick to the mouth, and it came out of his mouth. Thank God, with no cut.
Nice. Did I ever tell you the story about when Vito was a puppy and he got away from me out front? Did you ever hear that one?
I might have, but I don't remember. What happened?
It takes fucking 30 seconds. One time I had Vito, I brought him out. He was probably a year and a half, 2 MRE. So blizzard, complete blizzard outside. So I'm like, okay. So I had him in the yard and I brought him around to bring him out to the front to walk him. All of a sudden, when I hit the end of the garage, he got away from me. I don't know what happened. He was on the leash, but now he continued up the driveway. I said, no. So right away, Vito, I get it in high gear. Well, he makes it into the street. Now, the only thing on Themdu's mind at that moment, I was dashing into that fucking street with him. And I did. I went right into the street with him. I'm looking, no cars come. Vito, now he's thinking I'm playing. So he steers. This was the once and only time this happened, Emery. He steers up the driveway of my neighbor, and I'm like, okay. Now he starts the continuous walk where we walk up the street. So I'm like, Vito, and I'm like, now I can't breathe. Now I start running. The wind is going in my mouth, my throat. I'm running like a
nervous too.
Like I don't have to tell you. Okay.
Yeah.
We get up to the corner. He gets up to the corner. He turns around on Marie. Now there's another street, the busy street.
Oh man.
I go, Vito, look what I got. Look what Papa's treat. He turned around. He looks at me. Marie, in my hand, I have a lit cigarette. Marie. I never got rid of the cigarette, Marie. I go, Papa, look what I got.
And he came for it.
He came for that fucking shit. As soon as he got over, just like this, Marie. Oh, thank God. By the choke chain, he got up. He was behind me on my back. I carried him in that house. Okay. And he caught the beating of his life, Marie. Okay.
Yeah, it scares you, man.
And guess what? He never. That's all I got to do is say Venica, and he comes running back. Okay,
nice. Was he chasing? What made him go anyway? Was he chasing something? He smelled something? You don't know.
He got one of them bursts of energy because it was snowing. He was with me. He wanted to play. Run around a little bit. He was young. I love you.
Yeah, that scares that you. Like we know how it is with dog owners. Your heart's in your mouth. You know,
my heart was up my ass. No, not on my watch. Not on my watch. No. But people don't understand when you run into a situation like that, or your heart, your nerves leave your body immediately.
Yeah. It's no joke. I remember, I'll tell you a quick story before I got to go. When I was 19, my Rottweiler got loose for 2 days. He was gone for 2 days. I was sick, dude. I was driving around all night yelling out the window, Rocky. All my neighbors all over the town were like, oh, we heard you. What were you doing last night 4 a.m, yelling for your dog? I was sick. Like, I was sick over it. And I'm sitting on my porch. I'm all depressed. I'm praying my rosaries. And all of a sudden, he runs up on my porch. I'm like, oh, my God. I was like, I was mad where I wanted to crack him, but then I was like, I was so happy to get him back. I didn't, I was just so, I was a wreck for 2 days, man. I didn't sleep, and I really didn't sleep for 2 days. I was up looking for him. I might have slept like an hour, 2 hours. I was up looking for him constantly, like all over the town. I don't know how I didn't find him, and he came back. I was just, that's the only time my dog ever ran away, and I got him back. I was terrified. 2 days of it's hard to even talk about. It was scariest 2 days, man. Scary.
I could imagine. Going by, I would have been throwing up shit in my pants. I wouldn't have slept. I would have been running the streets, coming back home, see if he came back home.
I was a wreck. I was a wreck. I was out there driving around for all day, all night, looking for him, yelling his name. I checked all over too. I don't know how I didn't see him, or I don't know what, but he went on a 2-day adventure.
Unbelievable. There's
And
something else when they when they whore out, they don't come back sometimes. I'll
yeah,
tell
he
you.
was a male and he wasn't neutered, and that was probably it too.
Yup.
But
Yup.
luckily, I walked him around. I used to walk my dogs all over the area, so that, they pee and they smock their scent,
Right.
so they get to know their areas and how to get home.
Right.
So
Right.
luckily, he
Absolutely.
knew how to get home, or wherever he went on this gallivanting tour. I got him home
Yes.
safe, and yeah, that was scary, man. There's no joke. Like, it's like losing a kid almost. Like when your dog's gone or something, you're
I
not in
could,
your right state of mind.
no, I couldn't do nothing. I wouldn't be able to do nothing until that dog came back. I'm a weirdo like that. Forget
Yeah.
about it.
No,
You
me
know?
too. I was physically sick. Like, I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to eat. I ate a little bit just to put something in me, but I was sick for like 2 days, man. And then when he
Right.
came home, I was like so grateful. Like, oh man, I was so happy. I thank God
Sure.
for
Sure.
bringing it back
You're
to me.
ecstatic. You're ecstatic. He's there. You don't know what to do.
Yeah, he was so happy too. I was just happy to see him. I'm like, don't ever pull that again, man.
Uh, 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 uh,
I don't know how. I think he got out. I think my aunt let him out in the yard, and I came home and he wasn't. I was like, "Where'd he go?" I let him out. He never came back. Usually he'd go out and do his thing and come back in. My aunt was elderly and stuff, so she'd open the door and he'd come back, and because he would protect her, she'd be home, and and even on Halloween she'd pass out candy through the door, and the Rottweiler would be there to protect her. But sometimes she would let him out, and that one time he freaking took off.
right. Right.
And
They do.
it was nervous. But hey, listen, I have to get ready, and I got to be into work. Congratulations on little
Thank
Enzo.
you.
God bless him, and give Vito a hug for me. And God bless you in the chat.
Thank you, MRE. Thank you. Love you, brother. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
Oh, God bless. Love you, bro. Love you
Have a
guys.
great
See you
day.
in the future.
All right.
Later.
Yes, sir. My man. All right. Love unexpected. My boys come up. This is great. What a great talk that was. Dog talk. I love dog talk. How about Vito with the cigarette? Come on, Papa. I was a sweet angel. Come on, Papa. Gianni. Come on, Papa. I turned into Beelzebub a split second later when I got him. Woo! It's terrible when you lose. Are you kidding me? I couldn't. I don't even want to think about it. MRH, my man. All right, I better go start cooking. How long we been on? An hour. I was only going to stay on a half hour. I think she left without me and everything. Oh boy, I still got to do the cutlets anyways. All right, everybody. I'm going to go cook. And thank you for stopping in. I hope you enjoyed. Tino and Vito signing out. God bless you. Love yous. And until tomorrow, have the rest of the weekend. Today's Monday weekend.